Hello Autobots and Decepticons, my name is Somungry and I'd like to welcome you guys back to some more Transformers Fall of Cybertron demo. And I know you're pretty surprised, and I'm doing the Scientist again, so I promise you guys a different character next gameplay, since I did do 2 Scientist games now in a row. And this is probably my best ever score as a Scientist, although I don't feel like it was my best ever game. And I'm kind of curious to see how the Scientist will work in an objective game type such as like a power struggle or a headhunter or whatever else High Moon has in store. So we will have to wait and see. He is very hit and run, very tactical, very quick in and out, and with an objective that you actually have to hold down, we'll have to see how he does there. I basically rely on myself to hit them once with my plane mode rockets and then drop down, use my neutron assault rifle, and then try to pick up the kill. And if I do not succeed, I am out of there. So this gameplay is pretty good. I'm not sure if they had too many scouts or not, but I pull off a pretty nice score with the old 16-0. And check this part out, it's like Christmas in there. It's like, just keep firing my strongest weapons into your home and see you later. So couldn't get more nice than that. Just the old missiles in there with no threat on the outside, and then a little peekaboo sneak around on 2 pesky little scientists? No, pesky scouts. But then we're gonna play in their house some more here, and I'm not sure what these guys are all doing out hanging up here. I guess below there is the little spring that gives you health. I like to call it a spring because that's what it looks like, and it looks like if you were to strap that on your feet, you'd walk around like a pogo stick. And then right here you'll see me pick up, I believe, a kill with my turret that doesn't get taken down. Maybe not, but the sentries, they're decent in this game, and they actually are very cool because they give you that marking. They show you where the scouts are, and the infiltrator, I should say, the destroyer, the titans, the scientists, they'll point them out for you, and then they'll start shooting at them. So that's a kind of cool new feature. And I am constantly looking for health in this map. It's like I'm out of milk every time I go for it at the refrigerator. It feels like that, and I don't know why. I think there needs to be more health cubes on these maps, and they are pretty big maps as well. So I'm kind of curious to see how big the other maps will be. I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of smaller maps, but the smaller maps, you're going to get more team shots, and you're going to die even quicker for how the damage is set up in this game thus far. And there goes Tootsie helping me out. And then I'm picking up the old 7 kill streak with the gun. And then I always love seeing the little red marker when I'm flying away. It's like, yeah, get him, Tootsie, get him. And then here, poor old destroyer, just a sitting duck. Nothing really to defend himself ever with, unless you pull down the shield and really just sucker him in. But who is silly enough to walk into that shield and fight the destroyer and take some missiles to the face? Who, I tell ya, who? Maybe a Decepticon, I don't know. Some of them can be goofy sometimes, a little mixed up in the head, not sure on really their best plan of attack at all times, and just jumping to conclusions. And look at this, I'm jumping up here into their house, and it's like, uh-oh, I didn't mean to spring back up there. And it's like, well, I'm up here already, there's 3 of you guys, I might as well try fighting y'all, right? It's like, have a perfect game going, why not get a little chancy, why not? And look at this. From the outside to the windows, the Scientist can get you from all angles, and that's what I love about him. He's still pretty good, although without that second ability, not as big as an offensive threat. Really got to use your evasive maneuvers as quick as you can. Get out of there, and I'm really playing with my life here a little bit because that guy has my number with the angles that I'm playing him at. Anytime that you're fighting a destroyer and he is looking down on you, that is where he is at his best. Those big guns, those missiles, those riot cannons are going to shoot you and hit you more if you're at a downward angle or a slope. So I definitely recommend hitting them from up high if possible, and that is the way to play them. And you should be able to pick and choose the way to fight destroyers in this, unless they get a better weapon overall. But I feel like I'm playing the Scientist pretty smart in this, not as hectic as I usually would play him. Usually I'd be all over the place, going just ape, going crazy, going ham. And look at that, Scientist on Scientist battle. If he's not barrel rolling like Donkey Kong, I am not worried one bit. So that's pretty nice. I'm starting out hot, and there's another spring. Give me that spring of health. Look at that. I pick up a double spring on top of another spring. Can I get a triple spring? Can I get a quad spring? I love my health spring. So now I'm using a spring while having another spring, and I'm tempted to pick up that ammo, but then I'm like, nah, So I got the health. I'm hoping my teammates will pick that up and increase my damage, but no need. Dropping down, little drop shot, and I'm beginning to just love this fast-paced movement of the game. The left and right, the quick hit, the quick run and gun. Even team deathmatch isn't boring to me in this game, which is a surprise because it was pretty boring for me in War for Cybertron. I needed to play Power Struggle. I needed to play Countdown to Extinction. So I am basically just dying to see what other game modes they're going to have. And here I'm getting a little conservative. I know I haven't died, and there's 3 people in front of me. Normally I just blitz in here like Donner, like Blitzen, like Rudolph, like Nixon. But it doesn't matter. Do a little flank maneuver and pick up a nice little double kill. And then there's a guy across the map. Bang! 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 Right on the old kisser. And notice how his icon is really big above his head. If somebody can clarify what that exactly means, I would love it to know. Because sometimes I see it a little bit less thick. And then I pick up the intercooler on my way through. Very good if you're rocking the scientist or even the soldier. Actually, for any class except for the infiltrator, I don't feel like you need it. The infiltrator, he gets his cloak back pretty darn quick, so I don't think you necessarily need it with him. And then check this out right here. Coming up, the one guy that intimidates me because he is overpowered, the infiltrator. I'm like, don't turn around, please don't turn around. And then look at this here. It's like Stretch Long Armstrong has the Legend of Zelda Master Sword and it just strikes him from a distance. Wow. The old Samurai Jack, and then he's burned to a crisp. So this game's coming to an end. Let me know how you guys play the scientist. I use the hit and run. I try to hit him with the missiles out of my plane mode, drop down, neutron assault rifle them to the best of my ability. That is the way that I found the most efficient and the best way to stay alive. So I hope you guys enjoyed this flawless game, 16-0. Please remember to leave a comment, leave a rating, and subscribe for more Transformers. Have a good day, everyone.